Hi, everyone. Good
Hello,
evening.
everyone. Good evening.
Welcome to Issues and Inspiration. Hi, Grace.
Hello, Maribir.
Kamusta ka dyan?
Finally, we're live.
Happy 4th. We made it.
We made it.
Sorry
Happy
to our
4th.
viewers who are waiting
Yes,
for
yes.
us. We had to move it to 9 p.m. because we had some technical
Yep.
glitches.
Yeah.
So here we are. Happy.
That happens on every live show. So we're
Yeah. How
good.
was your July 4th, Grace?
Oh, it was fun, although I had to catch up on some sleep because
Oh,
I have been very busy for the past few days.
oh my God. I
And
know
we
why.
had we had our get together with the Freedom Press Club last
Yes, for the
Saturday. It
first
was really,
time.
really a lot of fun. Yep.
For the first time in 1 year and 5 months,
And five
right?
months. Yeah, we survived the pandemic, thank God.
Thank God. And
Hmm.
so I miss our colleagues, our crazy colleagues at the press club. So we had fun.
Yes, I look forward to, doing it again. I don't mind hosting it again
Oh
because
my
it was
God,
really
thank
a
you.
lot of
You're such
fun.
a gracious host. And Ron as well,
Uh-huh.
salamat. Busog na busog.
Yeah, but I'm so happy to see, I was watching actually the live telecast of the fireworks at each
Oh, you
state.
did?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so it was
Me
so
too. I
exciting,
took pictures
happening. Yeah, I
on this.
saw those pictures. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
So now we were going to move
Mm-hmm.
on to our guest for this evening, our Pinoy pride, right?
Indeed, they are Pinoy pride. So honored to have them on the show tonight, Marie dear.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So yeah, let
So,
me go ahead and introduce them. First, we have Edwin R. Josue, who is been living in New York City for the past 34 years, making a mark in the competitive world of real estate. He is an associate real estate broker at Brown Harris Stevens, a prestigious and upscale international firm for 16 years. He was the first Filipino to work as an associate broker and trusted to manage several landmark buildings with the knowledge he has acquired, both as a broker and a property management expert. Edwin has successfully sold and rented high-end properties all over the city. Edwin is
awesome.
also an active member of the Real Estate Board of New York. Edwin is also a multi-awarded community leader and event producer. Welcome, Edwin, to the show.
Hi, good evening to everyone, and the happy
Hi,
4th
Edwin.
night, New York and the Philippines.
Good evening.
Good.
Awesome.
We're also proud to have Jerry Sibal, a world-renowned leading event designer, floral artist, and founder of New York-based Jerry Sibal Design LLC. Jerry has been creating magical settings, lavish weddings, a corporate retreat, and charity ball in a distinctive work of art. Jerry moved to New York in 1992 to work with international designer Preston Bailey before opening his own firm, Design Fusion, with lifetime partner Edwin Josue. Jerry is also a
Hi.
multi-awarded community leader and producer and director of Noli Mitangere. We will get to know more about Edwin and Jerry as we interview them live tonight. Hello, Jerry.
Hello,
Welcome to the show.
York, and good morning, Manila. Sorry about the late. We were having a problem, but thank God we were able.
Yes, we're
We're so
on. We're
happy to
live
have
now.
you. We're so
Mm-hmm.
happy to have
Thank
you and
Yes.
honored to have you. Persist. We just had this
yeah,
technical problem a while
Yes.
ago, but here we are.
Yeah.
So please tell us about how you celebrated the July 4th, which was yesterday. How was it?
We actually had
Mm-hmm.
the memorial for our late president, 15th
Oh,
president of the Philippines, Noynoy Aquino, which was held at the Loyola St. Ignatius Church. And
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
after that, we decided to, because I'm selling an apartment now on the future, which is on 32nd and 3rd. And
Awesome.
the sprawling view is on the 28th floor. And then Jerry thought, why don't we run and see the fireworks there? And true enough, spread on our eyes is the fireworks that was live and telecast on TV. The
Mm-hmm.
fireworks. And also at the side is the Empire State Building, which
Yeah.
fortunately has a lot of fireworks, and we were so happy to be part of the event last night.
That's
Awesome. Well,
great.
I saw that on TV, and it's the first time that the Empire State had that fireworks from the building itself, right?
Exactly. It illuminated the sky,
Mm-hmm.
big bang of fire,
Mm-hmm.
you know, similar to what they did in what they call this in Dubai, and now with
Mm-hmm.
Empire State, the iconic Empire State building with all the fireworks and lighting extravaganza.
Right.
Amazing.
We're so
Grace, we have
happy to
will
see
we will greet
America live
our
again. Yeah.
early viewers.
Yes, please go
Tita
ahead.
Nieva, Quezon Bordic is here. Ma'am Sylvia in Texas. Tess
Mm-hmm.
Abutanmo de la Cruz is here, our good friend. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much for tuning in, although we are a bit late. Yes, but we'll make most out of the interview tonight. Okay, so let us get the interview started.
Mhm.
Okay, so Edwin is a real estate businessman, and Jerry is a multi-awarded interior designer and stage director. Tell us about your careers now. Has it been challenging with the pandemic, and how are you keeping up?
Well, I start first. Actually,
Okay.
call us the home and garden team because I'm the home and Jerry does a lot of flowers and interior.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And the thing is, I just would like to tell you the real estate situation of New York City, New York
Right.
coming back with the
Yeah.
pandemic. So people actually went out, especially to suburban neighborhoods because of the social distancing and, because a lot of apartments are so cramped. But the thing is,
Mhm.
New York with vaccination rate of about 70% or even 80%, people are coming back to the city. It's becoming affordable. A lot of millennials are coming back for rental
Mhm.
to sales. So, we will see an uptick of real estate sales in September, especially when
Oh,
of employers are actually asking all
Mm-hmm.
employees to come back to New York and work and be able to revive the economy of New York City.
yes,
Jerry? Mhm.
yeah. On my side, for the event and oral industry, still kind of like not slow, but really, I would say dead. You know,
Mhm.
and we're hoping that it will recover and start by fall, which is September, and
mhm.
hopefully, but people are still observing social distancing, so it's really hard to do events, and a lot of people doesn't want to do big events. Gone are the but we have 400, 500, 1,000 guests. Now you
Mhm.
do like 40 or 50, very intimate, and
Mhm.
uh, not all restaurants and event venues and hotels are open, but slowly, all, especially October, I would say, you know,
Mhm.
and we're gonna catch up.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, with the opening of the Broadway industry in September, I think everything will follow.
Correct.
Yes,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
is according to CDC, we don't have to worry. Those people
Mm-hmm.
vaccinated by Pfizer and Moderna and JJ were covered. We're covered with this new Delta variant, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, so hopefully, but still, it's always good to take precaution because we never know.
Exactly. I agree. Okay. Olivia?
Yeah, and personally, on the personal note, Edwin and Jerry, let's switch a little bit to the relationship part because you are our pride, you are our your leaders, and you are partners personally and professionally. So it took you a long time to finally tie the knot. And then I read it, Grace, from the
Mm-hmm.
article of our colleague
Yes.
Christina Pastor, that 23 years of being together. So why did it take you so long to finally decide to be married? Were there issues surrounding it?
Well, actually, we applied for domestic partnership, which was opened by New York City way back, and
Mm-hmm.
not inkling, something like, had the inkling of getting married. It was in 2015 that when Steve Wynn got Jerry to do, floral design department of Macau casino.
Mm-hmm.
Lloyda was actually instrumental. Miss Lewis was instrumental in telling us, "Hey guys, since marriage is legal in New York City, just
Mm-hmm.
it's like the heterosexual couples that having benefits and all. If something happens to Jerry, at least you're protected." That's all there it to is. And Jerry's leaving Friday, and then Miss Lewis was saying, go to the marriage bureau and get married, so that at least he
So, so
Yeah,
she pushed you.
he pushed us.
yeah, with gunpoint. Gun- I, it, it was good. I mean, we're trying to, I would say, make use of what is available to us. You know,
Mhm.
America, uh, you have to kind of like take advantage also in a way that it was given. Why not use it? And then that's the reason why we decided to get married, and that kind of like seals the deal. We've been together actually. We're going 30 next year, and
Wow.
yeah, hopefully we'll still.
Congratulations.
Wow. So you've been together for 30 years and you've been married for 6 years.
6 years, right?
Six.
Wow.
Awesome.
It's
That's
hard. It's difficult.
mhm,
We're just like ordinary couple, straight couple. We have many
mhm.
many difficulties also, but we stood by and
Mhm.
um, try to help each other. That's the bottom line.
I
Right.
see.
Okay.
But my question is still on the relationship side. So, what are these challenges, like the interrelationship aspect? And is it a universal thing? It doesn't matter the gender. Is it the values of whatever it is, love, kindness, or consideration?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, everybody who's involved in relationships, there are always argument, but that
Mm-hmm.
there's always fire and water. So
Mhm,
the technique is actually the good, good advice is when somebody is actually on fire, then you just become quiet and just listen. And this is actually a good way of trying to subdue any arguments in the relationship.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't do imperfection.
Yeah.
Like two diamonds and being grind together, smooth, and
Mm-hmm.
two different personalities. I'm
mhm,
I'm an artist, a typical artist, very strong, opinionated, and open but
Uh-huh.
quiet. And Edwin is more subdued, especially in these times of pandemic.
Yeah.
How it is. My business went bad. It was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that everyone's good, so we help each other. The same thing with any ordinary couple. You face a lot of you know difficulties and problems. It all depends on how you solve it. How communication is very important, and you have to be open
Mm-hmm.
to each others. And his problem is my problem. My problem is his problem too. And that's how we talk. We always talk and communicate and make sure that we grow together. Very important. That's why I always drag Edwin to my events and also to my type of work. Even though support is very important. That makes us strong, and
Mm-hmm.
we always do things together. See Edwin, you see Jerry. If you see Jerry, you see
Yeah. You're
That's
like
true.
you're like twins too.
even like getting tired of each other because every day is a new day. Every day
Mm-hmm.
people learning from each other. We always share, even on our dining table. We talk. How's your day? Oh, I have this issue today. Oh, what do you think? So sharing is very important. You share, grow, because if you stop sharing, you stop loving and you stop growing, and that's the end of the relationship. Money is secondary. The most important thing is having that kind of love, whether it's a straight, it's gay, it's whatever. As long as you spread love, you'll be happy forever.
Love wins.
Love.
Love wins. That's
Yes,
correct.
yes.
So,
So isn't it?
Jerry,
Oh, sorry.
okay, sorry. I
I,
just have a follow-up question on that one.
okay.
Because I know Jerry travels a lot for work,
Correct.
Mhm.
right? And I know for a fact that you've stayed in Macau and the Philippines for a
Correct.
while. So how did you handle the long distance relationship?
Thank God we have so many new technologies. We have message, Viber. We have
Right?
not unlike before. Like 30 years ago, was I spent so much money calling my family. All my savings went to because of loneliness. Because when
Mm-hmm.
I was new then, I missed my family.
Mm-hmm.
So, but now because of the modern technology and communications, it's like it's just so close. We talk every day, twice or three times a day, and it's always good to have somebody that you could share. Even during times of happiness, especially during times of loneliness. You know, so Macau was such a great experience for me.
Mm-hmm.
I learned so many things in life. So that's it. I make sure you always communicate because you have to grow. The relationship has to grow. It cannot
Mhm.
stay like that, and it has to be treated with open minded.
Mhm.
Right.
In relation to that, it's like, do you regard yourselves as friends,
Yeah,
true best friends, true friends,
yeah.
right? It's an element of the relationship.
Friends, lover,
Like
enemy sometimes.
companionship. And
Really?
yeah, one thing good, we don't drink, we don't go to bars or whatever. We're
Yeah.
Ah,
so good and we just enjoy traveling, shopping, more on shopping, and then traveling and food.
Yeah.
These are the things that we
traveling and food. Like here,
Yeah.
is
Oh,
this a
that's in
food
the
place?
Philippines. Yeah, Mary Grace. I like that place
Yeah.
too.
And we let our ego rule our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that sometimes it does happen, but you just have to be grounded and be open and accept criticisms because you
Mm-hmm.
care for somebody. Especially me, I'm very very open. I say what I want. I don't even care what they think about. But it's always good because at night I could sleep. I want to.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it for me. That's me. That's my personality. Because
Okay.
of this, I like to be open. I
Uh-huh.
any especially inner emotions. That's not
Mhm.
healthy. You know.
So, did you experience in your family, was there any resistance or a bit of rejection about the relationship? And how did you handle it?
I don't think on my part it's more accepting and it is what it is. So
Mm-hmm.
it and happiness, and I believe it's good to be open and
Mm-hmm.
family is more accepting.
Oh,
Yeah. The
nice.
for being a human being is you have to be respected. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to be respectable, you have to know your boundaries and your limits. You know. So I believe we don't have any issues. Thank God. My family is very open. Same thing with Edwin. And as
Mm-hmm.
a matter of fact, Edwin came out late. But that
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Okay, I have
Nice.
a question from a friend. He actually texted me. His question is, you've been together for so many years. What do you think is more important to a relationship? Honesty or kindness?
For me, it's actually
Yes.
both. You have to
Okay.
be also be kind, because it interrelates with each other. That you have to be kind and you have to be honest. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I told
Okay.
honestly, I would
Mm-hmm.
say because I cannot be honest all the time. You know. Not the truth. I mean, I will be hypocrite if I say yes. No, I don't think so. There are things that
Mm-hmm.
should not be talked about. No matter what, it doesn't mean that you're married. you have to disclose everything. I mean, there are things that it's better to be kept, you know, and keep it to yourself, because sometimes, especially if you know that it could hurt your partner,
Mhm.
you have to be very sensitive about that.
Right.
Always think, well, how about if I'm in his shoes? How would he react? So I would say kindness, because if you're kind, you will try to understand and forgive, you know, and the whole situation or the mistakes, because you don't see the mistakes. When you're kind, you see a loving person. Even if he commits mistake, he's still the kind person that you like to spend your entire life.
Well
Oh,
said, both of
nice.
you. Marivir, let's just remind our viewers that they may
Yes.
participate in the discussion by typing their questions on the comment section. We'll be
Right.
happy to
Right.
read your questions if you have any. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Just
our
don't.
next question. Okay, you have another one, Marivir, or should I
Yeah.
go ahead with the question?
Yeah. You
Second
go
question.
ahead, Grace.
Okay. So, Edwin and Jerry, as community leaders, we see you actively participate in the LGBTQ rights,
Mm-hmm.
sovereignty issues over the West Philippine Sea, and immigration issues. What inspires you to take a stand on these issues?
On me first,
Yes.
LGBTQIA is actually very important in this
Mhm.
that we live in. It actually signifies a rainbow because I believe by the time, if you have read about Noah's Ark, when they opened the boat or whatever, it was a rainbow. And for us, the rainbow is a covenant of God to all living things on earth.
Oh, nice.
It
Yes.
actually, if you will see, because we became spiritual, so it comes from a pure light, that when it actually hits a glass or whatever, it actually gives a prism of different colors. So all these different colors of a rainbow comes from one pure light that is actually coming from God. So each one of us is a child of God. We are all children of God, no matter your sexual orientation, whether you're black, you're white.
Mhm.
We're all children. We breathe the same air on this planet Earth. We have to take care of planet Earth, and we have to take care of each one of us, of everybody. That's my opinion.
And we're all created by by God, and from His likeness and
And
image.
image.
So that means to say, it should be perfect creation. So who am I to judge, as Pope John
Francis.
Francis said? So no, I'm not prejudiced. I don't judge, and I don't like to be judged, and I don't like to judge. I think I try to, you know, not to deal with negativity. It's very toxic in my brain, in my person.
Mm-hmm.
As much as possible, life is too short. Just enjoy it, you know, and be happy and stay happy. That's and it comes to politics, I don't get myself involved. Also, I read a lot, but it's I keep it to myself, my own opinion. And Edwin is more active actually in politics, and especially he's very active on social media, but not me. I just want to be educated and make sure that I know the current events, so I
Mm-hmm.
I can join some conversation, but not to the point I argue just for the sake of politics. It's very difficult to talk about.
And
Let
for
me
me,
show you. Yes. Go ahead.
we need to be some sort of a role model. That's why we're doing this interview. That over the years, we
Mhm.
actually penetrated the community, the mainstream, that
Mm-hmm.
we are respected, hopefully, by the community, because we actually do good things. Because by the end of the day, if you good things, if you're giving back, and something like you make a difference in someone else's life, that is all that matters of why you're living here on earth. You have to be happy, and my thing in life is you have to love God above all else, and then, love yourself and love your neighbors. And that, and I believe that's the basic tenet of all religions. Love is the greatest of all.
Yeah, and we don't
Right.
consider ourselves as leaders, community leaders. I think
Mm-hmm.
we're more on serving our community, because we want to make the community a better society and environment to live in. And
Mm-hmm.
we 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 like to give back. That's why we don't consider ourselves as leader. We want to see how we can work together, and how we could create a beautiful environment, so that everybody will live happily and help each other. It's more like creating that kind of camaraderie. So we don't consider ourselves as leaders, but I would say
But
serve. Yeah.
servant,
Yeah, you are
servant
both
leader.
part, yeah, part of many film organizations, right?
I'd
I
like to
know, yeah.
show this
Mhm.
picture, Grace, because
Yes.
this is in relation with the LGBTQ movement.
Mm-hmm.
So here we see Edwin with Governor Como and Tess de la Cruz. This was the recent signing of the expanded protections for transgender New Yorkers. So this
Mm-hmm.
is, I suppose, a result of the ongoing consciousness movement for the protection of LGBTQ rights. Could you make a comment on this, Edwin and
Yeah.
Jerry? Like you're actively participating in this type of events, right?
Uh, we attended that. We were invited by Governor Como, and it was
Mm-hmm.
enlightening because I think it's very progressive. You,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that this has been going on for not only 50 years, it's 100 years. Now that we have this kind of equality, and we're progressing to a more open
Mm-hmm.
society, which is really good. That's supposed to be the concept of a humankind, a human. You're not here to hurt, but you're here to
Yes.
create peace. Edwin.
And we attended the event, and as what Governor Como said, New York State always leads the way. It's up. Shore is upward, actually upward New York, and it's actually the
Yes.
first state to do workers' rights, voters' rights, equality rights, and LGBT rights. So it's a diverse culture that we live in. They call us the sanctuary city, yes, but the thing is, with the Statue of Liberty as a model or as an icon of a beacon of hope for all immigrants. So we believe that
Yes.
it's an exciting city that everybody would like to live in.
Right.
I
Actually,
agree. That's why I'm
yeah,
here in New York.
we have a comment from Elizabeth Creva.
Mhm.
It says, beautiful statements of Edwin and Jerry on LGBTQIA spectrum of the rainbow.
I agree.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Beth. Attorney Beth, thank you for attending.
Hmm.
Love you.
Yeah, she's one
Awesome.
of our viewers, the weekly or bi-weekly viewer. Thank you,
Yeah.
attorney.
Thank
Okay.
you, attorney.
Hmm. So another question, Manivir?
Yes, we have a comment
Hmm.
actually from Tess. Yes, there is progress, but the fight for equality continues. So correct, right?
Correct, correct.
Exactly.
Tess is also another very active nurse leader in our community, and we're proud of her.
Yes.
Right.
Kapatid.
She's
Kapatid, no? I often see you three together.
and the mother of all gays.
Okay. Jerry, I'd like to ask you, you launched a coffee table book back in 2009.
Oh yes, I have it here.
Mhm.
You
Can
know,
you, yes, tell us more about it?
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
yes. This was really. I said I was very lucky. I was very very lucky because my work was discovered. This was by the help of um, lawyer named Robert Perlstein. You
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She's also we have the same lawyer as Leah Salam, you know. So and, his client, what it calls Harry Abrams, and when they saw my work, they asked if Bob could introduce me to them because they're very much interested with my work. Because Harry Abrams is the largest publishing company in the world. So I was very flattered, and when they interviewed me, I remember, how do you envision your book? I said that 8.5 by 9 will be sufficient enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
Be part and belong to your company is such an honor. And this is the first Asian book. So and they said no, it has to be a coffee table.
Wow.
I'm very lucky. I would say that I'm blessed with such kind of talent. That's why what I've been doing right now, we partner with the Franciscan at Santuario de San Antonio. It's
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
a way of giving back, because we admire their charity works
Programs. Yeah.
and programs. So part of the proceeds goes to their mission. And we're so happy and so proud that at least we're giving back something. We travel all the way from the west to the east and be part of this one is such an for us it's a noble thing to do. And that's the only little way of our contribution, to help and grow and educate and help, you know, the new
Yeah, it's called Fioretti at Forbes.
yeah.
When you happen to be in Manila, just visit the shop. And, despite being in an affluent community, they actually something like burnt out also. So they needed some funding for all the works that they do, especially, the Franciscans that do a lot of
Mm-hmm.
education and all. Just going back to Jerry's book actually led us to a lot of adventures all over, the world. We went to Italy because of the book. And one
Nice.
important event was when Jerry did the design of a sheikah in Dubai, in
Mm-hmm.
Qatar.
Qatar.
So the Qatar princess wrote Jerry. He thought that it was just a
Awesome.
Jerry didn't know that it was a princess, and then by the time you know it, we were flown to Qatar and we were treated like a royal. And then she said,
Wow.
I want in our backyard. Our concept of a backyard is an American concept of a backyard. But when
Right.
we went to Dubai, my God, it's like a coliseum of a backyard.
So
And
huge.
we were really something like it's different from us because when there's a wedding in an Arab world, it's always all women, all guys. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
when you see the Sex in the City movie, it's entirely what you see in a wedding. It's all women, and at the end of the day, the groom actually picks up the bride.
And
Wow.
Interesting.
yeah, one opportunity is like, I was offered to be the partner of the sheikh, who happens to be the billionaire. And.
Hmm.
I didn't accept it because of my sexuality, you know.
Oh,
So that's one reason why I really fought for what I believe in. It's not all about principle.
mm,
So I want to be happy also.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
To be away, I was not ready because I still think I still got a lot of things to do, and I want to spread my in a way that I want to inspire people. You know, so I believe that's my goal in life. It's more like what God had given me, I have to use it and share it. You know,
Right.
that's the most
Let
important.
me, awesome. Let me show this artwork of art by Jerry and
Mm-hmm.
by Jerry. Ta-da! This is your
Oh,
house.
nice. Yes, I've been there several
I've been
times.
there too, and so just look at
So
like
nice.
the artistry is really
Mm-hmm.
impeccable, and
Oh,
you feel comfortable in this very opulent kind of setting. You still feel comfortable. So, how do you mix that? What is the philosophy there, Jerry, as an artist?
I think we're just blessed. We're just blessed. And I would like to keep because I love nature. We both love scenery and nature.
Mm,
We chose this apartment. It's all windowed, and that's why you won't see
Mm-hmm.
things. But we like to keep it light so that when we have a guest, they feel like it's very homey and
yeah.
and welcoming. So that's what we love to entertain because we don't have children. We don't have only the two of us, and we like the notion of always sharing stories,
Mm-hmm.
learning from other people, not people learning from us. We like to learn from
Yes,
others, and that's
that's
how
important.
that's how we share it. And we do. That's why the picture at the back, the painting at the back
Yeah,
was
the painting at the back looks so
Painting.
nice.
given to us by Boy Abunda. You know,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Who's
so
a
did he
very,
paint it?
no,
it's a
I
pain.
think the artist is Bon. What's his name?
He's
He's
a
a
good
famous artist.
artist in
Yeah,
Manila, right?
yeah.
Well,
I
you have a.
also paint. I used to teach
Mm-hmm.
traditional
Mm,
painting at Ayala Museum, but
I
that's
see.
30 years ago, more than 30 years ago. Now I'm so I hope someday I'll be able to go back, you know. And leaving,
Right.
I was so busy building my network, and
Mm-hmm.
and also at the same time building my business. Now I
Right.
felt it's time for me just to keep up and share what I've learned and make it more meaningful.
Yes, we have a greeter from the audience, Grace
Right.
Ramil
Mm-hmm.
Buenaventura, who's a teacher in Queens.
Yeah.
Hello po, mabuhay Edwin and Jerry, mga haligi ng PhilAm community in NYC. Thank you so much,
Correct.
Ram, for that shout out.
He's a very
Yes.
good professor, and thank you. We salute you too.
Yes, yeah.
Awesome.
And also, Marie Ortalis is watching us.
Hi,
Hi,
Maria.
you
Yes,
also.
she
Yes.
says you are both inspirational, Edwin and Jerry.
Thank
Oh,
you,
Oh,
Maria and
Ram has a
And,
question, Grace.
yes, it's about
Will we
homecoming. Yep.
continue the annual homecoming this year in person? Oh, um,
What are
you
your
need to
plans,
answer this, Jerry and Edwin,
Edwin?
Annual
I,
homecoming
I think
of
Edwin,
Yeah,
at
homecoming sa
the consulate
Consulado. I think that's the homecoming sa
in
Consulado.
person, or what are your plans?
yeah, we are all involved with the homecoming of
Mm-hmm.
a very good platform of all the colleges and universities that actually once a year we're able to at least gather and have our sharing of knowledge and all that stuff. I believe
Mm-hmm.
continued with the Philippine Consulate General of New York, and
Mhm.
hats off to you for having this continued for this year, right, Grace and Marivir? You're also part of.
Yes,
Yes.
You're also
yes. I am from the University of San Carlos. So
exactly.
far, three lang ang members namin. We will need to
Yeah.
expand.
Yeah, and calling all Marinolers, please join the homecoming sa Consulado and
I,
our alumni association. Okay,
I,
so
Awesome.
going back to the coffee table book, Jerry, for those who would like to get a copy, where can
Mm.
they buy or where is it available for purchase?
Amazon, Amazon.
Amazon? Okay.
Good. Yeah, I'm so happy it's still selling very well,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and
Great.
despite it's been 10 years now.
And just to let you know that we launched it in 2009,
2009, yes.
and then
Oh, it's been a while.
we actually had a big party at Cipriani 55 Wall Street with
Mhm.
Cirque du Soleil and the Mirror Ballman, and we
Mm-hmm.
by about 450 guests or 500
Yes,
guests from
yes,
all over the hotel industry
yeah.
that got supported because Cherry did a lot of wedding, bar mitzvah
Mm-hmm.
with all the hotels here in New York City.
Mhm.
So it was
Oh,
Great.
right.
so we
Those
can see
Amazing.
all pictures of those events, right, in the coffee table book.
can't wait to do. Yeah,
I know. Hopefully by September, right?
yeah.
Right.
Hopefully by next year.
Okay.
People are still very hesitant to do things um, huge, and I think we have to kind of like take a break a little bit. But we
Mhm.
cannot live like this forever. Life
Mhm.
Right. No, we
also
can't.
has to be inspired and
Mhm.
live in fear too. You know. And just take extra precaution and make sure that you follow CDC guidelines and the rest. Yeah.
Right. We
Mhm.
have a question from the audience and from Jobert Opulencia, a good friend.
Hi, Jobber.
Okay, his question is lots of those people who claim to be LGBTQIA displays the rainbow logo. Does it mean that they are in alliance with each other?
They're an ally.
Yeah, they're an ally, yeah.
You know what? I have no issue with that. If they want to, is that about the flag? If they want to use it, something like the question, I didn't quite get it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, no, I think it's the pride of the community, the LGBTQIA.
Okay.
You know, so I think it's a symbol. It's a symbol, not actually like you're winning it, but it's a symbol of hope. You know, because uh, it's a continued struggle. It's a never ending. It's part of our human existence. You know,
And it also symbolizes pride,
yeah,
among all,
Mm-hmm.
PQIA using this is also a symbol of pride.
yeah. But
So,
some find it offensive. You know, but
uh-huh.
no, not probably because it's my community, you know. But the beauty living here in the States is, the freedom of speech, and you're not constrained and you're not dictated by anything as long as you don't violate, you know, the, the human law systems. That's the most important thing. And again, respect is the key. You
Respect. Hmm.
know.
But here's another long comment by Jobert. Additionally,
Yeah.
we need your
Follow-up question.
opinion on this.
Mhm.
Yeah. So many members of the LGBTQIA community are tired of rainbow capitalism, a term coined to describe how LGBTQ symbolism is being wielded by companies to heighten consumerism without leading to meaningful improvement on the rights of the communities, the welfare of the communities. So, can you comment on this? Is it just mainly used by
But
businesses?
you have to understand, America is a capitalism. Anybody, will take advantage, because
Mm,
survival mode, and also people are very creative,
Mhm.
yeah.
and that's why you cannot control it. Let them do it. But for me, it has a different meaning. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's not that I don't care about what people think, but it's just like I have no control. I can control their belief, or even their outlook in life, or whatever. So, but this is a capitalism country. So everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to be rich. That's why you came you came here. This is a land of opportunity.
And
Mhm.
for me, actually, targeting the LGBTQIA, they found out that we have more disposable income to spend. So, it's again capitalism that helps the economy grow.
Mhm.
And, they're contributing to the economic growth of any nation because, number one, they have no children, or if they have one or whatever, they still have good jobs and occupation to be had.
Mhm.
I
Thank
hope that
you.
that answered your question, Jobert.
I
But
hope.
Grace,
Yeah.
let me show some perky side of your life together. Like, take a look at this. You are also into the showbiz world. Look at that. So, how do
Tell us,
you
yes,
get
tell us
into
about those
these?
photos.
Why do you go to Hollywood too, and how does that happen?
Yeah, Edwin will answer
No,
that.
actually, we have Janet Nepales, who was
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
enough that on the 75th year of the Golden Globe Awards, we were invited to attend the gala. So we
Uh-huh.
red carpet, and my God, there was a blizzard storm on that year,
For
and
sure.
we said that we're gonna swim hell and high. We have to go to Golden Globe Awards because
Yeah.
station alone and the good stuff that they gave after the event, it was really an exciting moment for us. Just being
So it was all worth it, right?
in the same auditorium like all the A-listers like Tom Cruise,
Mhm.
and they're just three tables away from us. It's quite an
Mm-hmm.
experience, and we thank Ruben Ipales and Janet Ipales for giving us this opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the reason why.
It's really quite an experience,
Mm-hmm.
and to remember for. Yeah.
So tell
Wow.
us, what do you remember of this picture? This is Derek of Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, Derek Half, right? Derek Half.
Very
Yeah.
fun because after the awards, we hop into different parties.
Uh-huh.
Film production company. So you meet the
Cool.
celebrity, drinking, eating, talk. So it was really for us. We just take pictures. That's part of our experience here. Uh, for me, just that we are um, not except that during that time the party was really fun, as in fun. It's a
Fun.
never ending.
Mhm.
The party ends in the early morning. Yeah, early morning, 4 or 5 o'clock. You know, we
Is this the same occasion too with Neil Patrick Harris?
patient too. Yeah, yes,
Awesome.
and we even have the red carpet pictures. But we're not celebrities. We're just just a guest. We're not.
Yes, but it's also interesting to see you there. I mean,
Yes.
I see the pictures on social media. I said, "Wow, this is so cool."
Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
was
Bagay din naman, naku ha.
yeah,
Yeah, you have a very exciting
yeah, God is good.
exciting life.
Yeah,
Yep.
so that's why it's always good to, like we always say, like, God is good. We're blessed with such an experience, with beautiful people, friends and family. Yeah,
Mhm.
what else can we ask for? We can,
Right. Okay. Talking about
Yeah.
Friends, you both founded Friends of the Philippine Society USA Incorporated. It's a 501c3 nonprofit organization. So tell us about the mission and the future projects you have in the pipeline.
Yeah, actually, Friends of the Philippine Society was conceptualized 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Sheet Cipriani, 42nd Street, with the mission of inclusion, diversity, and equality. So we believe that, as even as Asian immigrants here, we are Filipino immigrants, we need to espouse multiculturalism among different cultures, that we're not only Filipino, but there are other Filipinos intermarried, blacks, Jewish. So we actually want these children to belong to this kind of organization, that everybody is a friend. And Jerry can explain the project that we're going to have for friends.
yes,
Mhm.
the upcoming project that we're planning or doing in September, from September 16th until December 1st. We call it Friends Art for Humanity. This is a tribute to all the Filipino American healthcare workers, frontliners, and which we feel very, very proud. They were the heartbeat during the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic. And we thought that
Mhm.
Friends of the Philippine Society USA have that kind of responsibility, so that you know we will have a voice, and the mainstream will be able to recognize their heroism, their greatness. They're so dedicated, and we're so happy that we have invited Marie Ortales and the husband, Naomi, to be our event chair, co-chairs, and we're very happy. We so far we have like 32 healthcare frontliners who had
Shared,
shared their
they will be sharing
story,
the
because
stories. And
the activity, we call it, it's an outdoor photojournalism. It's gonna be held at Brooklyn Bridge Park. It's a
Mhm.
3 month.
Nice.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Telling a story. It's based on the true events, and we like people to listen to them, to hear them. You know, so that we we can honor them. We can even thank them in our way, so that we will have a voice that everybody could understand. And that's the reason why. And the most importantly, we want all Filipino Americans to be united. And this event is not only gonna happen here in New York locally. Our
Mhm.
dream and our plan is to go national. Next year, we might go to Washington, D.C., Chicago, L.A., and tell different stories. So we are partnering with Photoville. Photoville celebrating their 10th year anniversary. It's also a nonprofit organization. So beautiful. It's a beautiful project that everybody should come and not miss it.
yeah, as Jerry said, this is
Mhm.
actually telling the stories that we need to have a voice that
Yes.
will be captured by the press, that will be actually combating Asian American hate. Because a
Yes.
lot of us, especially Filipinos, we readily assimilated to the culture of America. Why? Because we speak the language. If you will say Korean, they stick together. Chinese, they, because of the language. But us, because we have the English language taught to us in the Philippines, we're able to assimilate readily to the culture of America. So by giving these voices and be united as Filipino Americans, will be able to at least honor and give a story of what happened during this pandemic time. And hopefully the press will pick up, because we're partnering with ABC 7, New York 1, and at least the press can actually generate a lot of good stories to tell, and expose these stories, and eventually combat Asian American hate. because by the end of the day, a lot of people are being served by the nurses, especially Filipino American nurses.
And our
Yes.
author is also a nurse from Maryland, Rosa Morton, and she's
She-
part of the COVID experience. You know that everybody, and it's we're very excited. It's a different and very unique project, and
Mm.
it's really worth looking at, reading it. And the other side of it, we're gonna have 6 to 8 educational workshops, and especially on Filipino History Month in October,
Mhm.
we're gonna tell the story about how the Filipino American healthcare workers started here in
Migration.
So is it going to be a documentary form or an open forum or a film clip?
it's
Journalism,
a photojournalism. It's a kind of
Hmm.
like tubes
visuals.
and yeah,
Oh, okay.
and then also like we will have talks and workshops, educational workshops, and other social events and activities, and we'll be opening on September 16th to 2021, and it will end till December 1st. You know.
Oh, that's a
Part,
long time.
part of
Great.
Okay.
and Grace is we're thinking of
Mhm.
a big green that will honor all our dead American and then just throw it in the East River. Just like the
Mm,
that we actually offered this memorial to all those who sacrificed their life, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah, and
that's
also
amazing.
like because we're just the exhibit venue is just beside Carousel on Brooklyn Bridge Park,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
to like write with friends. We're gonna invite those children from different schools, from different cultures, to come and come to our community. So that at this early age and stage, their brains and their minds and their world will be open to all,
Culture.
especially the Filipino cultures, because it's such a beautiful. And another thing, like we're gonna have a food festival also, you know. So many
Oh,
exciting things gonna happen. We just hope that you will help us and support us, and because we cannot do this alone, we have to do this together.
of
My
course. Just let us know.
Whenever
Just send in
We'll
the
be happy to,
information.
yeah, we'll be happy
Yeah.
to announce it. So
yeah,
it starts from September 15
yeah,
until December 1st.
yeah, to December 1st. And we're very, very happy and lucky that we have the support of our new conjunct, Elmer,
Mm-hmm.
who is
Yes.
we love him because he's very progressive. He's very friendly, and also DCG Armantaldo. Everybody, from the consulate, they're very excited, and we're
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
to this is gonna be a different event, you know, and
Looking forward to that.
yeah, and we just hope that the community will embrace it. This is for us. This is for our community. This is for our society. And the exhibit will run in different boroughs, in 5 boroughs actually,
Mm-hmm.
65 exhibitions, but we're just one of the program, part of the program.
of the
Yeah,
festival,
us. And they're very happy that we're including us first time in the exhibit after 10 years, that there is a Filipino
Filipino.
community coming into their world and
Great.
into their culture. And that's what it is all about. We have to build a community of understanding and support, so that the New York City will come back and be strong again. And we're very
Yes.
New York. Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Just give
Yeah,
us the
it's going to
information
be
and we
a
will
very, yeah,
gladly, disseminate the
yeah.
information.
The last
We,
quarter of 2021 looks so exciting already.
It,
yes.
and you will be proud, not proud of us, but proud of
Mm-hmm.
culture, proud of
a
other people. So,
community.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
every time we speak with different our friends who are white, and they said, you know what, I have a nurse who took care of my father. It was so touching. It was so touching. So that's how great we are. So
Yes.
here to friends, we're here to show our friends that we
Mm-hmm.
true are their true friends. That friends word is really very important to us.
And one common line that a lot of our workers, Filipino
Oh,
American
Conjen Kato says,
Yes,
hello there, Jerry and
he's
Edwin.
watching.
He's watching.
Good
Hi,
evening,
Conjen.
Conjen.
Thanks
Thank
for
you for
joining
joining
us.
us. Sabay pa tayo. Thank you, Conjen.
Conjen Kato, thank you very much for giving us exposure, including us, for the very, very first time of recognizing the LGBTQIA when you had a party for
Oh,
everyone.
yeah,
Oh
recently.
yeah, we've seen the pictures.
We will be working together for the good of everyone and for the Filipino community. Thank you very much,
Yeah,
Conjen
and
Kato.
embracing our community. I mean, such a brave act, you
Both,
know.
right?
I
Yes, yes.
very bold, but but that's what should be done. I think I do believe that because we're trying to protect our community. I guess everyone has its own issues as its own. Let's set it aside. What is important, and we'll try to
Work
set
together.
love, and build the community through love and affection.
Okay, so we have
Correct.
this from Tess de la Cruz who says, Jerry and Edwin, you're more than just friends. They're like my extended family, so humble, down to earth. Thanks for the friendship. Oh, and then
Yes, we have another
we have a lot of
question.
comments now
Yes. Question
from
from
Ram.
Ram.
Ram, what are your political views on what's happening in the Philippines? Who do you predict will replace Duterte? May magandang pag-asa ba ang ating bansa? Tell
We
us
don't, yeah,
your thoughts,
I would
your
say
Jerry
thoughts. We
and
don't have to
Edwin.
answer that if you don't want to.
I will I will keep my mouth shut because no, I run these, no, I'm, as I've said before, I don't indulge myself in politics. uh, Current administration has its own issues, has its own problem, but for me, let's just respect them and see. And I'm more like a onlookers. I keep it to myself. Also, I try to help. I always tell people vote wisely and don't sell your vote because that's your voice. And
Yes,
participate.
I agree.
But
well said.
yeah, I don't have to because I will end up arguing. My sister view, my nephew has different view, so there's no sense. We all have good intentions, but we have a different way of executing. You know, so I think again respect, but of course we don't like what's happening, but each one has his own point of view. But I
My,
don't
my,
want to
take,
indulge
my,
in it.
my take on that is we just pray for the Philippines. God bless the Philippines, and eventually we were able to at least, be a good country and unify everybody. Because each one of us love the Philippines, whether you're on the opposition side or you're on the current administration. We all love the Philippines, and the best thing is to pray for our beloved Philippines.
Yeah, and always
Right.
when you
Yeah.
vote, you consider yourself, am I better now than before? Or
Yeah.
and do I like to improve more? So you look at your candidates, what are their, you know, the platforms, which is very, but I'm not here to tell you who is better, you know, and who is honest, who is because I don't have experience in working with them, you
Thank
know.
you for what you're saying, Jerry.
Oh,
It's really more on benchmarking. Am I better off now than 5 years ago?
yeah,
Or did I sell my vote or did I
Right.
stand my ground? Right? So
Exactly.
these are questions for Filipinos out
correct.
Yes.
there.
And then
Okay.
if if that person, yeah, whatever, just with your conscience. That's all I can.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
get
Don't sell your votes. That's it.
Yeah, we have a comment from
Yes.
Conjen El Mercato. Of course, the Filipino American LGBTQIA has contributed a lot to the consulate and the community.
Yeah.
That's
That's
an
about.
affirmation.
Yeah. That's about the party at the consulate, the Pride Day, Filipino
Yeah.
Pride Day at the consulate,
yeah. Next
and
year.
Tess
And
Abutante de la Cruz says, register and vote wisely. That's for our Filipino, for our kababayans in the
yes.
Philippines. And we can also vote from here, right? So please
Yeah,
vote
there's a
wisely.
overseas
Mhm.
voting program.
Yeah.
So we are 1 minute to 1 hour. So we would like to ask our wonderful guests, the Pinoy Pride, their wrap up message and what are your thoughts in the new normal and how can we improve from now on? Let me start with
And
who will
first, yeah,
start?
I think inspirations, issues and inspirations for us to be guesting tonight, and we would like to thank
Our
everyone
pleasure.
this webcast for us to be part of this whole program. And I would just like to say that we need to unify, especially here in America, to support candidates who will have a voice and be part of the political spectrum of especially in New York City, because we need to be part of the census, be part of getting to vote, so that we Filipinos will have a political will eventually.
Mm,
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
thank
you
you so much.
Mhm. Jerry?
for inviting us, and thank you for your listeners and for our friends. As
Mhm.
as this the whole evening, I have you learned something, from us,
Inspiration.
Of course.
for all
Yeah.
the comments that we have. For me, I think let's just pray. No, try to understand nobody's perfect. If you think like other people have done you wrong, just understand them. Probably they're not. They're also suffering from within also, which they cannot express. But be patient and know your rights, especially now. And you cannot blame anybody. Please know your rights. Vote wisely. As I've said, ask yourself: Are you Pentecostal or you're, you're not? You know. So that's all I can tell. To all our kababayan, we'll keep on praying. I hope you stop safe, and hopefully soon this will be over. You
Yeah,
know.
we
Right.
love
Yes, it will be.
Yeah, before we
Oh, we have
go,
a comment.
yeah.
Are you reading that, Grace?
Last, wala bang painting or furniture na ipaparaffle?
Not
Watch out for
now.
a raffle soon,
Yeah.
Ram.
you.
We will announce it. But before we go, Edwin and Jerry, do you have any advice for young couples in the LGBTQ community? And also feel free to invite our viewers to your upcoming events. Your
Well,
advice, Muna.
we've been together for about 30 years, and we just like to tell those people who are in the same relationship, same-sex couples, to be just, be understanding and be, it's a give and take relationship. By the end of the day, we all live to be unified, to be one, and also in the eyes of God, in the eyes of the world.
Yeah.
Thank you and good night.
And there's
Jerry.
thing as a perfect relationship, and relationship is a compromise. And you always have to be patient and understanding, and make sure that you don't count on what you get, what I get, what can I get, what can I give. It doesn't make sense, because um, once you share common things, that's it. Love cannot be measured, and
Mhm.
love cannot be counted. It's better to keep and respect people. That's all I can
And
say.
maybe
Awesome.
them with our
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
website.
advice.
please visit our website,
Mhm.
Yes.
https://friends,
NDN.
friendspsusa.org. you know so you
psusa.org.
yeah,
Yeah.
PHS.
PH.
Yeah, PH stands for Philippines,
Uh-huh.
and S stands for
Society.
society, and
Mhm.
PHS. Mhm.
.org.
sa.org, org. So it's a work in progress, because we're gonna keep on improving our websites, and key in more information, especially on our upcoming events. You know, so we're working hard. And so any suggestion that you have, feel free to write us, and we're very open. And again, this is not about us. This is about our community and our culture.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Edwin.
we
Thank
are
you
here
so
to
much,
support
Jerry.
you and just give us all the information and we will help to promote them.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
Correct.
much for a
Thank you.
wonderful, highly inspiring time with you tonight, Edwin and Cherry. Maraming salamat.
you.
I know
Thank
you're
Maraming
both
salamat.
busy.
See you
But
in
yeah,
person.
see you in
Hopefully
person
soon.
soon at the consulate, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Maraming
God
salamat
bless. Take care
again.
always.
Thank
Thank you.
There we go.
Wow. That was
Hi.
awesome.
That
Galing,
was
galing.
good. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. And we have a comment
Okay.
from
Wow,
Jocelyn
so many.
Aligarbes.
Yeah, we
Thank
have
you
so
so
many
much,
comments.
Jocelyn, for watching.
Thank you.
Right.
And I think, yeah, we have one from Nieva. Tita Nieva, verdict. Thank you so much, Edwin and Jerry, Maribel and Grace. Thank you, then,
Oh,
Tita Nieva, for
I
joining us
did see that.
tonight. Who else?
Awesome.
Did you miss anything?
No, I don't. I hope not.
I hope not.
I hope not. So it's another wonderful time with
Hmm.
our guests. Thank you so much, Jerry, again. And you know, it's summer, Grace, and so we're like beginning to open up and move about in different places. So it's summer, so take time to
Yes, I
enjoy
know
nature. So
you've
uh,
gone to
I went
other
to
places also this
I went to
summer.
New Jersey.
You went to my state.
Yes, I went to your state. I don't want to show this. Take a look.
Okay. I bet you had
Ayan
a lot
po.
of fun.
I
Yeah, that
had
was
lots of fun
interesting.
with my high school classmates from Immaculada, and they're living now here in New Jersey and New York. So we maximized the time to be together. It's
That's
always
great.
fun. I mean, the
Yeah.
sun was up, it's warm, and we remembered our younger days. So so that's what you do during the summer. So
Right. Well, my family went to three states over the